Hi, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns. Welcome to Fun Fold Friday. Today's card is called an inside block card because of these blocks on the inside, I presume. It stands up with a profile like that, which is quite sweet, a bit different. And I got this idea from Jan B. She's got lots and lots of tutorials over on YouTube, and a huge blog with hundreds and hundreds of cards and projects on it. So I saw this one that she did quite a while ago now, and this is my sample, which didn't turn out quite the way I expected. I stuck this bit down and then realised I didn't really have enough room for this bit, so I'm going to change that up a bit. And I've used, on this one I've used Pressed Petals and Beauty Abounds, but on the one we're going to do now I'm going to use Dress to Impress and the what's the paper called, Best Dressed DSP. I'm on a mission to get rid of my stash before I start buying too much of the new stuff in the new annual catalogue, which is out on June the 3rd. If you haven't already got a copy, if you send me a message, I'll be happy to send you a copy. There are some beautiful things in it. Anyway, let's get on with the card. So I'm using lovely lipstick before it disappears, because this is one of the retiring in colours. And this piece of card is 10 by 6. Then you'll need, you don't need to bother writing all these measurements down, all the instructions will be over on my blog later. This piece is 2 by 4 and this piece is 1.5 by 2, and then we've got lots of Whisper White layers and Designer Series paper layers, and I'll talk you through those as we're going. So with the long side at the top of the scoreboard, you need to score this at 3, 4.5, 6 and 7.5. Okay, so fold it on a 6-inch fold line and put your card with the folded edge up to the top of the scoreboard. And now you're going to make some pencil marks for the cuts. So first of all you need 1 3/4, 2, 2.5, 3 3/4, 4.25 and 5.5. And then you're going to fold it on the 7-inch score line, and you're going to put the short edge down and have the long edge facing you, so you can see your pencil marks that you've already made on the 6-inch fold line. And this time you're going to score at half, 1 3/4, 2, sorry, hang on, half, 1 3/4, 2.25. Rub that one out. 2.25, 3.5, 4 and 5.25. And don't worry about these will all be over on my blog. So we'll move that out of the way. Now what you're going to do is join up these pencil marks. So get your ruler and line your card up on your grid paper so that you've got some lines to follow, and just join the 2 pencil marks together lightly all the way down. That's it. And fold it back, give it a quick burnish, and then cut up all of those pencil lines you've just made to the first horizontal score line. And this is what's going to make the blocks. There we go. And open it up and rub out all the pencil marks. So the thin ones will fold back, the thicker ones will go forward. So just bend them and it will start to go where you need it to. Like that. And then this one needs to fold that way. No, sorry, the other way. Confusing myself now. So this one will come up. So that's a mountain fold. Next one's a valley. And then that one folds back too. Takes a bit of messing about with at first to get it going the right way. That's it. So eventually it'll go like that. Okay, like that. And that mustn't be straight there because it's not lined up. Let's see if I can force it over. Must be slightly off this line. That's what happens when you rush. Let's see now. That's better. Okay. The more you keep opening and closing it, the easier it will stay in the shape that you want it to. So start sticking some papers down. So what we're going to do is, that goes on there, that one goes on there, the long thin one goes on that one, and then the designer series paper goes on the top like that. So we'll just stick all those down. So this one, the Whisper White, is 2 7/8 by 5 7/8 glue. And then the DSP is got an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around on each piece. So that will go on there like that. wrong one. Then this piece, which is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, will go in the centre of there. Like so. There we go, let's open it out. There's quite a lot of pieces in this card, but once you've actually cut them all up, it's quite quick to put it all together. Cutting all the bits is what takes the time. And obviously you could do this with any designer series paper that you've got. There we go. And this one is 2 3/8 by 5 7/8, and this one is 2 1/4 by 5 7 by 5 3/4. I'll just put some Tombow on that. There we go. Like that. Then you need 6 pieces of Whisper White, which measure 1 3/8 by 1 1/8, and then 6 pieces of designer series paper, which are 1 1/4 by 1, and I've stuck the others together so you don't have to sit and watch me do all that. I'll just add this to that. And then all of those go on these layers. So I'll just stick these down. Centrally as you can. I know it's a little bit fiddly, but worth it, I think. I think it's quite a pretty card when you've finished. There we go, last 2. There we go. So the finished profile will look like that. I think it looks really pretty, that. So let's decorate it. So you need a piece of, this is Lovely Lipstick, and it's 2 inches by 4 inches. and a piece of Whisper White, which is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that will go on there like that. And I haven't decided whether to put that one on or not. I think I might leave that one off and just put that in the middle like that, because I'm going to use the Dress to Impress. I'm going to do the perfume bottle and I think the Hello Fabulous. So I'm going to use some lovely lipstick ink. And you could stamp this and then cut it out with the dies if you wanted to. But I thought I'd just stamp it straight on here. So I'm going to stamp the bottle towards the bottom. Like that. And the sentiment above it. Like that. And then add that to there. Like that. I think that looks quite nice. So we'll glue that to there. So as I said, it's the longest job really is cutting all the bits of paper out and bits of card. Once you've done all that, it's quite quick to put together, and it uses scraps. I think I used just over about 1 1/4 sheets in total of DSP for this, which isn't very much at all. Then I think I'll put that on dimensionals on the front. I'll use up all these bits. Chop these up. And take the backs off. I think I'll just put that in the middle. Is that about the middle? Yep. There we go. I think that looks really pretty. And you can always put a piece of white on the back here to write your message. But I'm not going to bother, I'll do it later. But it would just be the same size as the piece of Whisper White you've done for this layer. I think that's really pretty. So there's one in Best Dressed. There's one I did earlier in Pressed Petals. I think I prefer the Best Dressed one, mainly because I messed that one up a bit. I don't like the front on that one, so we'll just put that over there where you can't see it. So as I said, all the measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on today. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you could do. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I hope you did. Leave me a comment if you didn't and tell me why. Next week will be, no, I'm not sure what next week will be. I'm not sure what week this is. They're all going into one another, aren't they, these weeks? Every day's the same at the moment with this lockdown. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry I'm waffling a bit. And I hope you'll come back again and see the next one. You click on the bell when you subscribe, you'll get notified next time I upload a video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.